With us, Rani Mukerji atop the Federation of Indian Associations float, the first of the 38 floats that adorn the 31st India Independence Day Parade at the Madison Avenue in New York. We'll try and get across to Karina Cuba now. Karina, tell us what's happening at your end. How many floats have passed you by and which is your pick so far? Over to you.
Day Parade in New York City. It is the second largest gathering of Indians on the streets outside, of course, of the Indian Parade in New Delhi. But so far, I mean, I've been seeing about, let's say about 15 floats I've seen so far. The one that impressed me the most, the Times Now float, of course. But no, I've seen lots of really nice things, lots of colors. It's pretty much just an overwhelming sense of color and just excitement that is the take-home from this event. I mean, look at these beautiful umbrellas that we're seeing behind me. I mean,
standing with the guests at the other side. So, Natasha, I'm going to come over to you. I'll go back to Karina in just a bit. Natasha, over to you.
Yes, we're joined here by John Liu, who is a New York City controller and a big advocate for Asian American strength here across America. John, tell us why you're here. Why is it important for you to be part of the India Day Parade?
I'm here because I'm proud. I'm proud of the community and what the Indian Americans have contributed here to New York City and beyond, to America. As an immigrant myself, as an Asian American, I know the kinds of struggles that our community, particularly our parents and grandparents who brought our community here, the kinds of struggles that they face. And today is a day that we bring everybody together, Indian Americans as well as New Yorkers who are not of Indian descent but are very proud and want to know even more about the Indian American heritage, the culture, the tradition, the richness. And it's 31 years. I've lost track of how many I've been in, so it's just one of the biggest events here in New York City that takes place every year.
Now, John, you work so much with the Asian community, including Indians that you were just talking about. Tell us how you've seen the profile of Asian Americans, not the South Asians, in this country change over the years.
The profile has been getting stronger. Obviously, if you look at the census numbers, the community keeps growing bigger and therefore more influential. But we still have work to do. We have to elect people of Indian American descent to office here in New York and beyond. We have to make sure that the representation is even fuller in academia, in business, in law, medicine, the private sector, everything. And the more Indian Americans and all Asian Americans are participating in all aspects of society, you see how excited everybody is?
Yes, absolutely. Lot of excitement here. In fact, the float that just went by was the Incredible India float, which is a campaign to promote Indian tourism across India, across the United States as well. Thank you so much, John, for joining us. It's a pleasure talking to you.
Well, Natasha, I'm just going to take a deviation and move over to Karina, back over to Karina again. Karina, yes, what do you have at your end? Over to you.
well, we've got this giant statue here of Gandhi coming down the flank as the parade continues. But, you know, I want to talk to some of the people here because that's been among the most interesting thing, to find the kinds of people who want to see this parade, how their experience has been like living in the United States. Many of them, of course, are part of the diaspora now. We've got a gentleman here who is from, where are you from in India?
I'm from Nagpur, Maharashtra.
How long have you been living in the United States?
5 years now.
Okay, and do you plan on staying here, or what is your plan? Because a lot of people are choosing to move back to India because there's so much opportunity there right now.
Right.
Or would you consider that, or do you want to stay here?
Right now I'm staying here for a few more years, for sure, yeah.
You work in engineering?
Yeah, I'm an engineer, mechanical engineer, yeah.
What's your sense of the community here in New York, the Indian community? Have you been able to really reach out to other people, or have you been sort of having a different experience?
There are a lot of people from India, so the community is pretty big. You don't have any issues like you don't find Indians or something like that. So it's pretty easy to get around, and you get your food and everything, so it's pretty good. Yeah.
So you eat Indian food here?
Yeah, sure.
No hamburgers for you?
No, I'm a vegetarian, so yeah. So,
All right, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah, sorry.
You could do portobello mushroom burger.
Yeah, mushroom burger, yeah.
So you've got a fancy camera. Have you been able to capture some nice images?
Yeah. The thing is, I drove from Syracuse to New York just to capture some good pictures.
And what has impressed you the most about the parade so far?
Beg your pardon?
What has impressed you the most about the parade so far?
The number of people, they like it's a huge number of people. They come out for the event like this. That's pretty impressive. Yeah.
Did you get a nice close-up of Rani Mukerji?
Yeah. I was standing next, so it was pretty good picture.
Great stuff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So here we go. India's International Bank. Oh, and we've got some furry friends that are attending as well. If you want to just take a look down at this little pit bull. He's one of the... So what are you doing in the parade?
It's lovely. Where, Karina?
So yeah, we've got all kinds of families that are coming down here to enjoy this, and we've got India's, a lot of banks that are being represented today, as you can see.
We get back to Natasha. Natasha, what do you have at your end?
Over there, nobody will like it. When the time comes, that too will make you.
This moment,
Only three.
Natasha, who do you have with you now? What are you doing?
Are you with me?
Yes, Natasha, over to you.
Okay, Anand, right now we're getting on to the review stand. This is a stand where celebrities stand, including Rani Mukerji, and they watch the parade passing by. We're going to see again if we can get a chance to have a quick word with her. Standing right next to her is Gulshan, Pandit Jashraj. And let's hear a little bit from Gulshan Grover and what he's saying.
You have to go down, please.
Well, Natasha Estani is trying to make her way up close to the Grand Marshal of the 31st India Independence Day Parade. She's tried twice. She's failed the third time. Perhaps she will be lucky in getting Rani Mukerji to talk to us live as we go live across the United States and, of course, all across India and the various countries that at times now reaches out to. For the moment, let's switch back to Karina Huber now. Karina, over to you. Who do you have with you now? Do you see a lot of support, Anna Hazare and the cause and the fight against corruption banners around you amongst the spectators who are standing and watching?
Yes, absolutely, Anand. We've seen quite a few groups, as I mentioned, who are here in support of Anna Hazare. They have been walking around with flyers and they've been chanting. They really want to see their version of the bill going through. Of course, the stakes are very high and the deadline is fast approaching. So there seems to be a real global push to really crack down on corruption. And I mean, I can tell you from speaking to a lot of leaders in the business community here in New York, that is one of the #1 concerns about doing business in India. So if foreign inflows are to continue, this is something that they certainly would like to see, concerted effort to really crack down on corruption. And as I said, not only have I been hearing this from business leaders, but regular people who have grown up in India and said they just grew tired of having to pay bakshish to get things done. So this is something that is certainly a theme at this parade. It's not something that's only being discussed in New Delhi today, but something that is very much on the minds of Indians living in the tri-state area today. Let's take a look now at some of the other floats we're seeing here. This is Sony television being represented. Lots of beautiful women, which seems to be the trend of today's parade. You got to really be confident, Anand, to be at something like this in your femininity and see these gorgeous women here. Otherwise, your ego's done. Essentially we're seeing quite a few things. I mean, it is about a celebration, but it also seems to be about politics as well and changes that they would like to see. I mean, as you look back, there's been tremendous changes in India, of course, since independence and, of course, since the economy opened up in 1991. But the sense is that there still needs to be more done right now to continue to grow and to have India continue to be something that, they're really proud of right now.
Well, right, ladies, both Karina and Natasha, stay on with us. We will join you back in just a bit. We have to dip into another short break, and we will see you on the other side with live pictures coming in from Madison Avenue, New York, celebration of the India Independence Day, the largest celebration of India's independence outside India's shores. Stay with us right here on Times Now. Thank you.